music, risky business is ahead. Mickey and Marshall Gambino, fresh off their first trip to Japan, where they impressed and wowed promoters and fans alike. Now return to their home, the International Wrestling Cartel, where they've waged borderline and outright outlandish criminal activities throughout the past couple of years, and looking to get back on top, to get the power, to get the gold. And we see the entourage, Flexer, Ferrari, their sister Vicky Gambino as well, set to take on perhaps the newest threat to the IWC tag team scene. Has won over IWC management and fans over the past several months. An impressive debut and a great showing at Ellsworth Baseball in their follow-up match against none other than the Motor City Machine Guns, the most cohesive tag team going today, has led the best around to earn a lot of respect from our fans here in the IWC.
Oh, so they won over the fans of IWC, big deal. If you march Barney down those steps, they'd all be applauding and counting as high as they can. Just probably about 6.
Don't front on Barney. I've seen Barney in some really good mat classics over the years.
Well, enough about individuals that wear purple in wrestling. Let's discuss the Gambinos and the best around.
I'm saying Barney went, you know.
Getting set for action here. The bell sounds. And a spear to quickly start this matchup off. And the best around certainly has a personal vendetta here after what we saw at Ellsworth Baseball. I know, Mr. Farnsworth, you were a lot closer to the action than I was, but it seemed that the best around tried to have a little bit of fun around the Dunk Jimmy DeMarco and Vicky Gambino festivities.
There's anyone you don't want to try and have a little fun with in IWC, it's probably the Gambino family. And apparently the kids need to learn a lesson.
Check out this double team. I believe that was Cannon elevating himself. The immaculate TJ Cannon. Picture perfect Bruce Maxwell. A great tag team here. Great agility. And Marshall the Bull, 280, just got stomped on.
Great teamwork from the best around here. I mean, pretty new to the game here, but at least at IWC. But like any tag team, there's only one goal.
A meeting of the Gambinos. Certainly, they've only been around here a few months. They've had a lot of success in the East Coast, Philadelphia, New Jersey, and Maryland, but nothing like the IWC talent pool and level of competition here. I think the best around have blended in very nicely. They'd be competitive with anybody they've been up against. But they've never faced anybody like Marshall before, and Mickey the victim of a tope. Like Marshall, there's the power, and the best around have angered and awoken the bull inside Gambino.
Don't turn your back on the baby bull. Ever. Right. Ever. I don't care if you're eating dinner with them and you got to go to the bathroom. You keep your eye on them the whole way to the door. And even then, just be careful while you're in the piece you do, if you know what I'm saying.
He's paying for it now. I mean, Marshall Gambino, I've been in the ring with him. That's the best clothesline in the business. He will take your head off, as you know, we're finding out right now. One move, Gambino's in control.
And really, 2 cruel, mean, sadistic people in control. This is not the kind of mistake that the best around can afford to make.
And I'm sure jet lag only serves to make them more upset. Mickey stomping away on Bruce Maxwell, I believe. Certainly far from picture perfect at the moment. Mickey just measuring him, driving the point of the elbow straight into the chest cavity. And now tag out to Marshall again. And this is the tandem offense that has led the Gambinos to 4 tag team titles. And that is the short fuse of TJ Cannon that may lead the best around to these losers' share of the proverbial pay window.
That's an experience right there. I mean, you're talking about a team that's been around for a while versus the newer team. You can't just... See, there he goes again.
Marshall is in the head of the best around. And that is when the Gambinos work best.
And every time Cannon gets his attention, the Gambinos take advantage.
Okay, so Maverick, you being a manager extraordinaire, what would you, let's say you got contract on the best around, what would you do to try and shake them in the ring?
First thing, change their look. I mean, the black and pink, you know, what is this, 1984 Hart Foundation? We've moved on. But second, you know, he's got to, as we were just saying, he's got to learn to control himself. There's only so work with the referee. Do not work against the referee, because otherwise, I mean, see, look at Marshall Gambino clearly choking his opponent. The referee never sees it. Work with the referee.
I won't bring up the logical fallacy that Mr. Maverick has managed a couple of teams that are known for wearing pink and black. Be that as it may.
Oh.
We are now...
I don't anymore.
Well, that's very true. Mickey Gambino still in control with Bruce Maxwell and trying to battle his way free. But what about the Gambinos' just riotous situation after Ellsworth baseball? Huge brawl with the best around. We saw Marshall Gambino almost take the head off of a fan. It was an amazing situation. I would be surprised if IWC was even allowed back in Ellsworth after the havoc that the Gambino family caused.
What can I say? I didn't think that there would be any lower class of individual than the fans here in Elizabeth.
Oh my.
But boy, howdy was Norm able to find it and prove me wrong. So I openly admit I was wrong. There is a step below Ellsworth.
I wouldn't even go there.
We are apparently in, this is apparently one of the lower purgatories as compared to the Malbosia that Ellsworth is.
280 gets ahead of steam, and all the way driven down on Maxwell.
Oh, wait a minute.
And the hard right to follow through. And he doesn't even realize he walks right into a back suplex.
Throw in the towel.
2-0.
Oh, throw in the towel. It's enough. It's enough already.
Honestly, apologize to the Gambinos, maybe buy him a nice bottle of wine, and get out of Dodge. That would be my game plan.
Well, that's not what the competitors here, the best around, certainly feel. That's not going to win you any favors in the IWC locker room or with management to throw in the towel and just go home.
Yeah, but it's going to reduce your medical bills.
Well, maybe so.
Live to fight another day, Joe.
Well, I mean, everybody's fighting for a tag team title opportunity, and you're not going to get there unless you go through 4-time former champs. And Maxwell just went over top of him. That works too. The immaculate TJ Cannon. Perhaps the quicker of the two. He's feeling it here. Head of steam. A double stomp. Into the standing moonsault. Beautifully done. The cover. But Marshall interrupts.
Thank you, Chuck. He wasn't paying attention to his ring position. He didn't see where the baby bull was. Took a size 12 to the head.
Oh, and just got caught in midair. Watch Maxwell, springboard drop kick, takes Marshall down.
But knocked his partner off. That could have been a pinning combination right there.
Very true.
You're talking about good management. You're talking about what does it take to get to the top of the tag division.
And wait a second. Hey, we have Flexer and Vicky on the outside taking their cheap shots. I think Flexer just paid for it.
Oh, right in the mommy-daddy button.
And now in the ring, we got Maxwell trying to elevate Mickey. He's still fatigued.
Wait a minute. Oh, I've seen this before.
Right into the curse.
Backbreaker.
The curse of the Gambino. And few have kicked out, and even less have lived to tell about it. Gambino.